guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited for today's video because I'm going to be showing you guys what I read in May 2022. It is currently, it's late guys, it's late. It's 10:04, it's Tuesday, May 31st. I think I'm going to post this tomorrow because I didn't post a video this Sunday because I was waiting for this video. I'm so excited for it, so buckle up, get some popcorn, and get your list ready because these are all like 5-star reads. So yeah, let me talk to you guys about my system. So I used to just like give 5 stars for everything, but now it's a little bit more calculated. I take 1 star off if it's one of those, if they have one of those like scenes that are not appropriate, and then I'll take another star off if it swears a lot. So that's it. It could be like literally a 5-star read, but it has like 1 part, so I have to take a star off. That's just how I calculate it. So I also was like really on top of my game this month and read so many books, and I also calculated all of them and wrote the days that I finished them. So this will be really fun, really fun. These are all the books I read, not even including, there was 4 others, 2 library books and 2 on my Kindle that I can't show you right now. But yeah, let's start with the first book, There You'll Find Me. So May 1st, I read There You'll Find Me, or I finished There You'll Find Me. This book was so good. I went to Barnes & Noble's and I was thinking of getting Every Last Word, but then I saw this book and my friend Sophie recommended it to me, said it was like a Christian romance, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get this book instead. I do not regret it. I have so many of my friends saying that they want to read this book just because of me ranting. This is a book about a girl named Finley, and she is 18 years old, and she has this upcoming interview at the Manhattan Music Conservatory, and Finley needs to compose like this amazing audition piece, but she decides that she is going to move to, I think it was, what was it, Ireland for the summer, for the year, to study abroad, because that's what their brother did, Will, and Will died like the year before. So she's lost her creativity for her music piece, and she's like missing Will so much, so she decides she's gonna go to Ireland, which Will did, and he has this travel journal. So she takes this travel journal and she goes to Ireland, and she wants to feel really connected to him and to God because she felt really distant recently. So she decides, this video keeps getting interrupted, I'm doing it in my kitchen because my mom and my sister are in my room, so I'm sorry about that. But anyways, this book is super good. It doesn't have all the junk in it, and it's so cute. I love the characters. I'm literally like in love with Beckett Rush. He's like this teenage heartthrob that she meets in Ireland, and he's like so shocked why she's not falling head over heels in love with him, because that's how all the teenage girls are, and so he like automatically is drawn to her, and it's such a cute book. She's like very like, I love who she is. She's very witty and tough and driven, and she just has her eye on the goal, and she's not gonna let this guy distract her. But it's so cute. It's so cute. So I totally recommend you guys reading this. There You'll Find Me by Jenny B. Jones. I gave this 5 stars. Didn't have any swearing, didn't have any bad parts. It was such a cute book, so I totally recommend this. Okay, I don't have this with me because I didn't, I got it out of the library, but this next book was Red Queen. This one was on my list, and I heard about it like literally everywhere, so I decided to try it. The first couple of chapters, I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't sold. I was kind of debating bringing it back to the library, but I'm so glad I didn't, because once it was done setting up in your head what you were fantasizing and talking about the characters, it was so good, and just getting into it. I know a lot of people say they hated it, some people say they loved it. I'm kind of like half and half. I feel like I rated it 5 stars, but I kind of wish I rated it like 4.8 for being exact. But the ending and like just the things you discover is really good. It's about this girl named Mare Barrow. She's 17 years old, from the poverty-stricken stilts. If you guys have read The Selection or The Hunger Games, this is like literally that combined. And she like finds out, she gets like electrocuted or something like that, and you're either like red or silver. If you're red, then you're kind of like poor, and if you're silver, then you're kind of like high up, I guess. And she has like this blood that's like really different. She possesses a deadly power of her own that threatens to destroy the balance of power. So the Silvers hide her in plain view, declaring her a long-lost silver princess, now engaged to a silver prince. Despite knowing that one misstep would mean her death, Mare works silently to help the Red Guard, a militant resistance group, and bring down the Silver Regiment. But this is a world of betrayal and lies, and Mare has entered a dangerous dance: Reds against Silvers, Prince against Prince, and Mare against her own heart. It's so good. It's so good. I don't know if I would recommend this. There's definitely books I like more, but this book was still good, so I think I rated it like a 4.8. But I definitely think you guys should read that. I finished that May 7th. Then May 9th, I read Love and Luck. I read Love and Gelato. That one was really big, so when I saw Love and Luck, I was like, why not try it? And I rated it 5 stars. It was really good. It was so cute. It was about this girl named Addie who was visiting Ireland with her mom and I think her 2 brothers. I think it's just one brother, actually. Yeah, it's just one brother. And she has been fighting with her brother for like this mysterious reason, and they like don't tell about it. So immediately as soon as you start reading, you're like hooked. You're like, what is she fighting about? Like, what are they talking about? So that was really cool. I was like waiting to hear what that was, and then once I figured it out, I kind of figured it out throughout the book because they were like dropping hints about it, so I was kind of figuring it out. But it was a super cute book about this girl named Addie, and she visits Ireland for her aunt's wedding, and her brother like goes off for this music concert thing. She's like, I don't even know him. Like, I didn't even know he liked music or anything like this. She meets like his friend, and she like ends up falling for his friend, and it's super cute. It's super cute. So I give it 5 stars for sure. And then I finished As Good as Dead May 10th, and I have that. I read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder sometime last year, and then for Christmas I got what's it called? Good Girl, Bad Blood, and I literally read that in a day, like literally a day. And so then we were at Walmart that night, and As Good as Dead was there, and my mom was like, I'll just buy it for you because you literally ate that book up. So I started it, and I was really not into it, and I didn't pick it up until this month. And I started reading it, and it literally, I was like shocked, like actually shocked. It literally tied everything together. Like I found out things that I thought was a closed case from the first book, but it literally just brought everything together. It was amazing. It was 5 stars. As soon as I started it, I like couldn't put it down. It was so good. So I rated this 5 stars. There wasn't any inappropriate stuff. I don't think they really swore much in it. It was a pretty hefty book. Kind of 400 pages, 450 pages, so kind of hefty, but yeah, it's super good. So you have to read the other 2 to read this one because it's the 3rd in the series, but I'm happy I finished it. But yeah, I can't really explain it because you have to read the other 3, but super good. 5 out of 5, so good. Read Good Girl's Guide to Murder. That's the first one. So good. May 11th, I read Things We Never Got Over. This book was like so hyped, like everywhere. I read it on my Kindle Unlimited. This video is not sponsored, but you guys should totally get Kindle Unlimited if you have a Kindle. Highly recommend. Anyways, this book was really cute. It was about this girl named Naomi, and she was running away. She's like a runaway bride, and she gets this text from her sister, her twin sister, asking for help, saying she needs money. So she rushes to this small town, and her sister ends up like stealing everything and leaving her with her kid. So Naomi's stuck here in this town, ran away from her husband at the altar, literally, and is stuck with this niece. So she meets Knox, and first off, like off the bat, they get off to a bad start. He thinks that Naomi is her sister, so he's like super mean to her, and she's like, what are you talking about? Like, I've never seen you before, and realizes that like her twin sister is really like not known very well. Like, she's known, but not for good stuff, if you know what I mean. So she's like so upset, but it's such a good, I love the trope because it's like Grumpy Sunshine, and it's in like this small town, and I love the niece. The niece is the cutest thing ever. And yeah, I know some people are like, Knox was like super rude, like I wasn't into it, and he was like kind of jealousy and protective, but yeah, I kind of liked it. I thought it was cute, but I rated it 4 stars because there was a scene that I was not fond of. I skipped over it, but yeah, so that was why it was 4 stars, but I totally recommend you guys reading it. Okay, next. Screen Kids is what I read next. I read it May 16th, and I started this literally like last year, and I had a few pages left, and I just finished it. But this book is like a self-help book, just I think it's for parents and like how to get their kids off screens, but it has such good information that kids need. If you have a cell phone, you should read this book because it's just super good. And even if you're a parent who doesn't know if they want their kids to get a cell phone, super good. And I learned a lot of new things, and I just kind of took more stuff into perspective and was like, maybe I shouldn't be on my screen so much. So I really enjoyed this book. I gave it, I think, 5 stars. I'm pretty sure, yeah, 5 stars. I thought it was pretty good, so yeah. I read Today, Tonight, and Tomorrow. I got 3 books at the library, and this is one of them. I love this book. I've been really into BookTube lately, and my favorite booktubers are like Destiny Sidwell, Haley Pham, and I think Destiny said, or maybe it was Haley, said that she thought Today, Tonight, and Tomorrow was super cute. Yeah, it was Haley. So I decided I was going to read it. But this book, literally, It was so good. I literally tabbed it. I don't tab books. Like, it was so good. So it's about this girl named Rowan, and it is her last day of senior year, and every day she wakes up to this text from her arch nemesis Neil McNair, and ever since freshman year they've been like butting heads because they're both like the top of their class, so they've been competing against each other all year long, and they like despise each other. He sends texts to her every morning, like rude texts, I guess, but it's in the perspective of the day, like the day of her graduating, that night, and then the next day when she graduates from high school, like her last day that night, and then the day of her graduation. I thought it was so cute because you watch them fall in love, and I knew right when I started, I was like, oh, he likes her. Like, it was just like that. So it's enemies to lovers, but it was super cute. I felt like it was so cute. I loved how it was written. I had to give it 4 stars because there was a part, even though it was literally like 1 chapter or 1 page, but it was super cute. So I finished that May 18th, and May 20th I started Everything. This was the second book I bought at Barnes & Noble's. This book was super cute. When I first started, I was like, okay, this book is like the same as, what's this movie called? I think it's The Sun Is Also a Star. It's not, right? I don't know what it's called, but it's that movie on Netflix about the girl who's like allergic to the sun and she can't go out except at night. But this book is this girl's allergic to everything and she can't go out at all. So it was kind of different. The ending was definitely drastically different, and I was shocked when I read this book because I was kind of disappointed when I first started reading it. I was like, I feel like I'm reading the movie all over again, but there was definitely parts that were different, and there was definitely that ending that left my jaw open. Like, I was like, what? Because I was expecting it to be a different way, and it wasn't. But yeah, it's about this girl named Maddie, and she has like this rare disease where she can't leave her house, and she hasn't left in 17 years, and then all of a sudden this guy Ollie moves in next door, and he's like wears all black and like catches her looking at him and like, you know, that kind of thing, and she's like drawn to him, and he makes her want to leave for the first time ever. So this is a super cute book. I totally recommend. I flew through this book too. It was only like literally 300 pages. It wasn't even that bad, and everything was like so short. Like, that was 1 chapter. Like, it was so short. I flew right through it. And I gave this 4 stars because there was a scene in this, so I had to give it 4 stars. But it was a super duper cute book, so I totally recommend it. Okay, we're nearing the end. So on May 23rd, I read 99 Days. This was the last book I got at the library. This was such a cute book. I wasn't expecting myself to like it as much as I did, but I also hated it. I don't even know how to explain it. I gave it 3 stars because I didn't like the main character. I didn't like what she did to these brothers. So it's about this girl, not Julia, oh my gosh, what's her name? Hold on. Not me forgetting her name. Hold on. Okay, so the next book I read was The Mockingjay, May 25th, 2022. So if you guys didn't watch my last March book of the month thing that I did, I read the first 2 books of the Hunger Games series, and I read The Mockingjay. I was like, I don't know if I was like stalling and didn't want to read it just because I didn't want to finish the series, but I think I gave it 5 stars because you have to. It's the Hunger Games. I love Suzanne Collins. I think I'm saying it right. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. I don't know. My review was incredible and heartbreaking all at the same time. I have a feeling the pain of reading this book will stay with me for a while. Like, actually, it was like the whole book was so sad. If you understand PETA, Team PETA or Team Gale, like, let me know. And also, I haven't watched the movies. I know, everyone always hates on me for it. I've got to watch them. I'm going to watch them this summer, for sure. Next sleepover, whoever wants to come, let's go. Let's go. Who's hosting? Anyways, so yeah. It was like sad, and I'm totally Team PETA, but just reading this book and loving PETA so much was just heartbreaking for me. Like, my heart crumbled a little bit. So, yeah, but 5 stars. Just that I could feel that pain through reading this book, because that was amazing in itself. So, okay, the last book I read. Let's go. Okay, there's a girl named Molly, right? And she's lived in this town forever, and for some mysterious reason, hold on. Okay, bless me. Anyway, so for one mysterious reason, she like leaves town for a year. And she comes back to her best friend, her ex-best friend, Julia Denali, egging her house. And she's like, what? And so I guess it's about, like, I don't even know how to tell you without spoiling it, but it's about how she likes these two brothers, and she literally cheats on both of them. I'm like, with each other. I was like, okay, this is not okay. Like, not okay. Like, I don't even, okay, I finished this. Oh wait, this isn't the last book I read. This is my second to last book I read, and that is Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. I gave this 4 stars because it did have a scene, so I had to take a star away. But it was so good. I read it in like 24 hours. Me and my friends went to Target the other night, and we each got a book, and I got this, and we read a little bit that night. I know, we're such nerds, but it was also like so aesthetic. And we read it, and then the next day, I literally just read it like all day long, and it was so good. I was obsessed with it. It was kind of short. It was only like 300 pages, and it was so summery. Like, everyone's ranting about it because of the summer feels, but it's such summer feels. Like, such summer feels. It's about this girl named Persephone Fraser, and ever since she was little, she lived in this like beach house next to these 2 boys, and she grew up living next to them, and she ends up dating one of them, who is Sam. She ends up dating Sam, I think, right? And they're like inseparable. She's like best friends. Percy and Sam are like inseparable, best friends, and they have this amazing friendship. And something happens, and they sell their parents sell the beach house, and something happens between them, and it's just, they haven't talked in forever. And then all of a sudden she gets a call saying that Sam's mom died, and that was like heartbreaking for Percy because Sam's mom was like a second mother to her. So she went down there, and it was just like rekindling all these feelings between both brothers, actually. And it was really, I was not expecting some of the things that happened, and something did happen that Percy did, and I was like, not cool, Percy, like, not cool. Between the brothers, it was kind of like 99 Days. I don't know, but it was also really beachy, really good. Yeah, 4 stars for me, maybe even maybe even like 3.9, just because that one thing that happened, and I was like, not cool, like, not cool. I don't know what's with all these. I can't tell you what happens without spoiling it, but all I gotta say is, like, what is with all these writers and like cheating? Like, come on. Not cool, not cool. Okay, it is the 31st, so the month is technically not over. It's now over, but today I finished My Life with the Walker Boys. This book was so cute, like, so cute. I thought it was so cute. I gave it 5 stars. There was no inappropriateness, which is great. That was amazing. They did swear a couple times, which I didn't like, so I should have taken a point off, but I just couldn't because it was such a cute book. It's about this girl named, I think it was Cassie. No. Jackie. Is it Jackie? Yeah. It's about this girl named Jackie, and literally her whole family dies. So that's drastic. So she has to move in with her mom's childhood best friend, and the childhood best friend, the mom, has 12 boys. So she moves in with these 12 boys, and she like is super preppy, went to this like cute private school, had like an older sister. That was it. She was super rich. So moving out of New York City with this family is like super weird for them. As you can tell, 12 boys, a teenage girl, she's got to have feelings for one of them. So yeah, that's what happens. I don't like her decision in the end, like which boy she picks. It's not even she picks one, she kind of ends up with none of them, and she shouldn't, because just who she was going to pick, and just like for breaking his heart, I don't know. But all I gotta say is what's his name? What's his name? Why am I like forgetting his name? Team Alec, all the way. Anyways, those books I read this month. The 3 books that I have on my TBR list, I'm reading the 5th grade right now. I'm halfway through it. I was hoping I could have it in this video, but I didn't end up finishing it. The Great Gatsby, I Am Malala, and Matched. So those are the 4 that I have currently. I have a lot more on my list in my phone, but these are the ones that I have physically that I want to finish this month. So stay tuned for June. It's going to be awesome. I want to have even more than this month. I'm so excited. If you guys stayed to the end, comment a flower emoji down in the comments. My comments will be on. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are excited about watching this video as I was excited about filming it. I was excited all month, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's gonna be a pain editing this because I'm so tired, so I'm like tripping over my words, and my phone died halfway through. It's 11 o'clock, so subscribe. Stay tuned for the TBR list coming soon. Once I order some more books, I have a book haul coming soon. I'm so excited about that. But I guys enjoyed so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.